Okay, good morning people. Oh man, there was Jupiter up there a minute ago, can't see it now. Just up there it was. And there's the moon. And it's not very clear on here, but you see the rabbit says, well they're pointing, well let's put it this way, the right ear is pointing at 12:25, right? The rabbit ears on there and they're pointing down. Gutted and missed Jupiter for you guys. Gutted. Anyway, we're here for the sunrise. And it's supposed to be at 6:59. I can't see it yet. But I've seen that gas planet coming in. Because of that cloud formation, the telltale thing. Let's have a little look around the sky. Oh yeah, I don't know whether there's any spirits in there, because yesterday one of my subscribers pointed out there's a few faces in the trees behind me. Someone did see a window. Well, I've debunked that because I was suspicious about that, so I've gone back to where I stood this morning and I've actually caught a window. That's not to say that the other stuff that was seen were not faces. There's the moon and there's the sun. Well, not quite yet. Oh, hello. Can't see it yet. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a red cloud right over there, just in between there. Really red. Been watching a few videos this morning. People talking about universal basic income. I was talking about that 10 years ago, telling people. I even told a girl in China. I said, have you heard about universal basic income? She went, what's that? And at the time, it was actually taking place in her country, and she didn't even know. So UBI is coming, guys, but there's a caveat. You can have universal basic income, which will be £1,000 a month, but you'll have to take part in a debt recovery program, debt relief, which means you give up all your rights to your property and everything you own for the universal basic income. And once you get that, if you say anything against the narrative of the controlling class, they'll stop your money. And you'd be a slave to the system again, because you're already a slave anyway, and you have been since 1901 when they first invented the birth certificate, which is a death certificate, by the way. And at the bottom of it, it says not to be used for identification. So there you go. And Britain is a corporation. So you've already been working for a corporation anyway. Now they want you to work for a computer. AI driven, globalist. Ruling class. Well, that's a universal basic income for you. And there seems to be a bit of a panic on some channels now about people reporting the food shortages and food supply chains breaking down. Well, I've already covered that a long time ago. I explained about the food chain breaking down. I don't want to go into it all again, but if anyone's been subscribed to me for a long time and followed all my channels that I've had to start up again because I keep on getting shadow banned, you'll know about the food supply chain. You know about everything, in fact. I think I might have chronovision. Chronovision. Check it out. It's a real thing. And there's a lady in Ireland in 1930, something like that. And she invented a chronovision machine, if you can believe it. Chronovision means you have the ability to see in the future, the present, and the past. Well, I think I'm suffering from a bit of a chrono vision, I'm telling you now. And also retrocausality and time dilation and everything that's going on now. I'm going to have to go home and make another video and explain to you exactly what's going on, as in two timelines crossing. It's all very well me stood here talking about it, but it's difficult to get it across without putting pen to paper. And I'll explain what's happening. And also, I'm very, where songs are concerned, I've always been able to see the retrocausality even in the beginning of the song when it first comes out. You know, I've always questioned the lyrics, why they're singing that now, what does that mean? And Champagne Supernova is the one that's sticking out for me at the minute. The lyrics in it. Where's that sun, man? Yeah, the lyrics. So I'm predicting a mini nova, supernova. That's what I'm saying, because of the events that I've told you about, which I don't want to go over again. But oh man, you can't see this, boys. You can. There's a mist just in that fauna there in the distance. There's some trees, mist, and then some trees in the background. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, Champagne Supernova. One day you will find me caught beneath a landslide, which is an earthquake, and a champagne supernova in the sky. That says a lot to me. I mean it. One day you will find me caught beneath a landslide, in a champagne supernova in the sky. Just get the lyrics up and just read them, and you tell me what you can see or hear and feel in them lyrics. I know what I can feel. And them lyrics says it all to me. But it's going to be, oh yeah, what were you doing while we were getting high? Is one of the lyrics, I think, something like that. Where were you while we were getting high? That says to me, we were on ascension, where were you? Yeah? You get it? High, ascension, going up. I'll try and think of the rest of the lyrics. Put on the spot or what? But yeah, I can't think of any. I can't think of them all off the top of my head, because it's early morning and my fingers are freezing. But it's in that song, and that song to me is about what's happening now with the ascension, and there is going to be a supernova, and that's where you're going to find me, on a champagne supernova in the sky. But these images that are people seeing in trees and clouds of aliens, spirits, entities, whatever, that's going to become more prevalent in the coming days and weeks and months ahead. And I'll refer you to Ghostbusters. A friend of mine, my brother Ruben, from the Rubin tribe. Haha. We was talking the other day, and then he mentioned Ghostbusters, which was quite interesting. I never really associated Ghostbusters with what's going on, but basically these ghosts that you see on Ghostbusters only go to homes or places where people are scared. I think that's what he was saying. Do you know what I mean? They'd be attracted to people who are frightened, basically. And there was something else he said as well about that film. I can't remember what it was. But now I've told you, you'd all have seen it. If you go back and have a quick look at it, and then look at the metaphors in it, and there's your retrocausality. But But this time loop thing, what's happened is very interesting. And it goes on. Oh, by the way, at the beginning of all this, I said to my friend that I think this has already happened. It was a mad thing to say at the time. But I'm convinced this has already happened in the future. And that's where the figure of 8 comes in, which I'll explain to you when I get home. Where's the... Come on. So what you think and do now could potentially shape your future in the future, if you know what I mean. Right then, bunny ears. Okay, I'm going to go down the road now. Got another position. So I'll peace out, guys.